Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to 2022. New year, new last name, new car, new home. Who is she? Okay, so today I'm gonna be doing just like a nice little fun get ready with me where I answer some questions that you guys asked me over on Instagram. So shout out to everyone who submitted some questions. I'll be answering them and kind of just doing like a catch up on life because clearly I have not talked to you guys in a very long time. There's been a lot that has not been discussed. I'm married. We are married. Chris and I got married. We literally got married the day after we got engaged. So I've been married. I've been a married woman. And we just moved into a new home. I also kind of didn't touch on that publicly, really just in an Instagram post. But yeah, we moved into a new home. I have a new car. It's insane. So I really appreciate you guys. You know, I wouldn't be here without you, but oh, it's kind of awkward when you're filming in public and a car pulls up next to you. Oh well. I have been loving this new drink that I'm getting from Starbucks. It's so good. I'm gonna put it right there. Christopher. I was filming this portion here because I don't want to film outside of my new house because, you know, people can be weird. But we're gonna go home and we're gonna get ready together. All right, you guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Malin and Goetz for sponsoring today's video. You know, I'm all about self-care and self-love, and part of my self-love journey is learning to take more care and love of my body and my skin. Malin and Goetz isn't just a skincare company. They have body care, hair care, fragrance, and candles. So they have you covered. I live in Southern California where it's a dry climate and it's winter time right now, and my body is screaming for moisturizer. And this moisturizer really helps to keep your skin balanced and hydrated all day. So the vitamin B5 body moisturizer has that vitamin B5 and sodium PCA to bind water to the skin, enhancing the water retention and moisture. It has fatty acid rich shea butters to slow down the evaporation of water and help restore skin suppleness and moisture. And oat soothes the skin. I'm obsessed. And not only is this product amazing, but it's also vegetarian and cruelty free. Okay, so another product that I fell in love with is the vitamin B5 body lotion. I love that it has that B5 in there and the fatty acids that deliver the long-lasting hydration, but this one is a little bit more lightweight. So if you're just kind of on the go and you need some quick re-moisturizing or you're re-moisturizing throughout the day, this is the one that I would grab. I also love that it has a pump. It just makes everything quick and easy. So it's easy to leave out on your bathroom countertop and kind of just quickly moisturize your hands or moisturize your body and you're out the door. So this one is a personal favorite to keep in the bathrooms or around the kitchen when you really just need that quick little pump and go and you're moisturized. We are romanticizing our lives. We are taking our self-care more seriously. I'm on my Haley Gamba stuff. Shout out to the queen, shout out to my girl. And we're romanticizing our lives. And one step for me in 2022 to do that is to take my body care more seriously. And that is my first step to getting ready today. God. Okay, we need to get it together, Brie. Get it together. This is how I be every day. Stressed. Now I'm gonna be talking a lot, so I'm just gonna go straight in. I've already moisturized and did all my skincare and everything, so we're just gonna go straight in with foundation. And let's get back on track and onto the topic, because we was talking about how I'm a wife, period. Yeah, been a wife. August 13th last year, I got married. And basically, Chris asked me to marry him. 10 minutes after he proposed, he came up to me and said, "Are you ready for your next surprise? Let's go get married." And a little backtracking, throughout our relationship, you know, there's always pressure to get married when you're with someone for X amount of time. But the truth of the matter is it was never really the right time because we were living with him and all of his friends in his YouTube group. So I did not want to be engaged to someone while I'm living in a house with all of his friends. That's just not, it's not the vibe. So yeah, he proposed like within the year that we were living in our first place together, just us. And it was really just about, I don't know. Basically, I told him, I was to the point like, shit, or get off the pot. Like, are you gonna marry me or not? And I told him, like, I would marry you tomorrow. Like, I don't care. I'll go marry you tomorrow. That's what I always said. And I always said, like, I'll go to Vegas and I'll marry you tomorrow. And, well, maybe I manifested that. I don't know. But he knew that I have always dreamed about something like that. To me, it's just really romantic to just kind of go off and get married. It's like whimsical, dreamy, romantic. And so yeah, that's exactly what we did. Right after he asked me that question, I was like, okay, like I got on the website, I booked the wedding chapel for the following day. And I was like, okay, so now we need to like submit the documents and go to the courthouse in the morning, which we did. So we went to the courthouse that morning and signed marriage certificates. So we were pretty much married then. We just needed the ordainer, the guy that actually performed the service of the wedding. He signed it, and then pretty much that was finalized. Like, we are legally married in all states. Yeah, we're married. And we did agree that we're still gonna have like a formal wedding. So there is going to be an I do part 2. That's what we call it, I do part 2, on the same day that we got married, just a year later. So that will be for friends and family and like the traditional kind of wedding things. And it's just kind of fun to have lived in our little bubble of bliss of just like kind of being privately married. It wasn't a secret. Obviously, we told our families and our close friends, but I don't know, when your life is social media and your job is kind of putting your life out on social media, it's really nice to kind of just do something in private and kind of keep it a little secret for a while before posting about it. I think a lot of times with the jobs that we have, people are so quick to like run and tell social media every step that you're doing in life, which there's nothing wrong with if that's the way you want to be on social media. Like, I'm not hating on anyone. Do what you gotta do. But I feel like there have been times on social media where, you know, sharing my story and sharing the details of my life have definitely benefited me because I've helped other people. But sometimes I don't want to share everything while it's happening. Like, I want to live in the moment and experience it and not just rush to share it with everyone, you know? I want to keep some things for myself for a while. So that's pretty much why. And then we were going to post about it in December because that was our 5-year anniversary. December 4th, we were gonna post about it, but then other people that we know got engaged and literally like right before that, and we were like, you know, it's kind of inappropriate to just post about like publicly, oh, we're married, when someone else like we're in a circle with like just got engaged and posted about it. So we're like, no, we're gonna wait and figure out like when. But we were like, well, we don't really know when, because all the other days that we thought maybe would be like Valentine's Day, it's just kind of, we're like, no, that's kind of too cliche. Like birthdays, that's too cliche, but we don't want to wait like the whole year and announce it on our wedding day. So then we're like, fuck it, let's just do the first day of the year and be like, new year, new last name. So that's why, that's the truth of how we planned our telling the world. And yeah, there wasn't really any like serious thought behind it other than our original plan. We kind of had to switch up, and then we were like, okay, let's just do this time and let it be out there. It's a special day for us because, you know, it's about our wedding. It's about our marriage. But yeah, your girl's married. A lot of questions that I was asked was like, does anything feel different? And I'll say like yes and no at the same time. And I'll say yes and no. The reason I say no is because I've been with him for so long. We've been together for so long. We have 2 dogs together that it kind of already felt like we were married. But then obviously, yes, it does feel different because it's solidified, it's legalized, it's government official, like we are married. And also another thing that has really kind of made the transition into this new chapter of life seem kind of even more solidified is the fact that we got a home together. So we're in a home together, our home. This is our first time living in a home that's just ours. Like we're not sharing it with any roommates. We aren't living with any of his friends like I did for literally 4 years. You know, it's our home. We're just super excited. So that part also makes everything feel so real. And I haven't seriously dove into wedding planning yet, but I think once I start really diving into wedding planning, it's gonna be like, whoa. We're married, we're having a wedding. My bank account is gonna be like, girl, you getting married, you're having a wedding because it's a lot of money. Relationship wise, it does feel a little different. It's just like, we're married. Less fights, because honestly, the main arguments we would have, I wouldn't say like fights, but the main like bickerments we would have is just me being like, where's my ring? So yeah, it's kind of like less to argue about because it happened. That's the real tea. But also obviously it's not like I forced him to propose to me or forced him to marry me. It was literally his idea to be like, let's go get married. And he's the one that planned that and made it happen. So clearly he wanted to marry me. Okay, so the next question that I got asked is, how do you deal with social media beauty standards? And this is kind of a question that I get asked a lot, especially with changes in my body. The truth is I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now. I have gained weight, and there's nothing I've really done or haven't done to gain weight other than the fact that I got off of my birth control. I was on birth control for over 10 years, about 10 years, yeah. And I am not trying to have a baby right now. I am not in a space in our lives. We are not in a space in our lives where we want to have a baby. Like, we do want to have a baby in the future, but right now we are in agreement that like we just got married. We're settling into a home. Like, we want to enjoy the bliss of our marriage and being married for a little while. And also we're in a pandemic still. I really want the world to be a little bit more healed before I get pregnant and put my body through that. And also, I feel like the pandemic kind of stole these really important years of my life. And I say stole, but I'm so thankful to have survived thus far, Lord willing. So obviously, I'm very grateful that I'm still here and that I've made it through the pandemic thus far, and am blessed to like have all the blessings that I have. I've kept my job. I haven't lost anyone close to me due to the pandemic. So I'm very blessed and grateful for that. But at the same time, I don't think it's selfish to kind of say that there are years of my life, you know, my mid-20s, that I didn't live it the way that I thought I would be living it, not the way that I had envisioned. And also, I've stepped into like a new tax bracket and a new level of success in my job that I can finally afford to travel and do the things I've always dreamed of doing and make content for you guys doing it and kind of sharing my experiences. But I also don't feel comfortable traveling as much as I would like to right now because of the pandemic and because I want to be socially responsible. So I really, really want to kind of have a few years of my life childless where I just travel as much as I want to and kind of do the self-healing and self-journey of some of the things I've been through the past couple of years and throughout my life, and just like enjoy living and enjoy life childless for a while. Not to say you can't do any of those things with a child, because you certainly can. But I just know with my job and everything, and when I have a baby, like I'm gonna wanna be home with my baby. I just know that. And I'm not gonna wanna be traveling as much as I would want to without until the child is a little bit older. So I definitely do not want to have a child right now. That's not my plan for a couple years. So yeah, I would like, 2-ish years of traveling. Hopefully I can travel more this year. and living my life a little bit and kind of taking it in and being a little selfish. I don't think that's unfair to say it. I want to be selfish. I want to be a little selfish first, because I know when I become a parent, I'm going to be very selfless and not have as much time to be selfish. But if you are a parent, you deserve time to be selfish. Be selfish. Don't forget to take that time for yourself, like I was talking about earlier, and do little things for you, just for you, because you deserve it. Because raising a child, being a mother is not easy. I was a nanny for 4 years, and listen, that alone was enough to teach me it's not easy. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, whoa, let's get back on track. We're talking about body image. I've gained weight. Everyone always asks me if I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I think that's why I got on that tangent. And I don't want to be pregnant. And yeah, I think I gained weight because of changes in my body, because of birth control and stuff. But there's not much I can do about that besides take more time for myself to just make healthier choices. Just ordered a Peloton treadmill. So I'm really excited to kind of get into working out more and getting back on like a fitness journey. And we are building a little gym in our garage. It's actually pretty nice. So I'm gonna be doing some like at-home workouts. You'll see those incorporated into future vlogs. I plan on doing weekly vlogs and kind of incorporating any routines or any try-on hauls or anything like that into the vlogs. So yeah, that's kind of to deal with social media beauty standards. There have been times where I felt like I need to get my chin lipoed, or I need to get a freaking BBL or lipo in general. And especially with modeling, there's certain companies that kind of edit your body after you do shoots with them without your permission. And because they have the rights to the images, they just kind of do whatever they want with it. And then it really makes you think like, wow, am I not worthy the way that I am? Am I not beautiful? Did you not book me, or think that my body was good enough the way that I just come naturally, to the point that you felt the need to over edit my body, or, you know, literally physically change my body? And the only way that I really get out of a negative headspace is just looking at other creators and people on social media that have a mindset like I do, in the fact that fuck anyone that's trying to tell you you aren't good enough the way your body currently is. You can still love yourself and love your body and still want to maybe tone up a little bit or be a little bit healthier as far as just moving your body just to move it. You don't always have to just move your body in the gym or like go running or be on a treadmill. You can go do a fun little TikTok dance. That's a way of moving your body. And sometimes it's just good to move your body just because. It doesn't always have to be weight loss associated or diet associated or surgery associated. You know, you can just do things for your mental health. A lot of times weight loss or surgery is kind of, those thoughts are pushed upon me, even though they aren't organic thoughts in my head. And I have to question, why am I having those thoughts? Is it something I genuinely want, or is it things other people are trying to push upon me that I don't really need or want? Or if it is something I've thought about, is there a healthier alternative to get to the point I want to be at? As long as you're happy, you have to focus on that, because other people are going to critique you no matter what. They can tell you, go get a BBL, go get surgery, and the moment you do, they're going to be hating on you. All right, y'all, I'm back, but I'm on my iPhone, so I'm sorry if the quality is a little bit different. My camera died, so it's charging quickly. New house vibes is a lot of things are still not unpacked, so all my extra camera batteries and things are elsewhere. But speaking about new house vibes, the next question that I had was if I was going to do a home tour. And I've been kind of like debating this back and forth of should I do a home tour or not. And because there's just been so much conversation about, is it really safe for influencers, content creators, anyone online? You don't even have to be a content creator or influencer. Although if you post content on the internet, you're a content creator. But there's been so much conversation about like, is it really safe to do? So I've been debating like how much I want to show or how I want to do it. But a few people I've really enjoyed kind of seeing how they do it is Jackie Aina. First of all, I love that woman. You can't tell me anything about that woman. I love that woman. And everything she does, yes, give it to me. I love her Lavishly Jackie page, and I love that she showcases pieces and parts of her home incorporated into her content, but she doesn't do a home tour. Like, you just see her home and parts of her home in her content, and it's kind of a safer way to do it, because when you do home tours, like, people will clock like where the doors are, where the windows are, points of entry, points of exit, where cameras are, etc. And listen, I'm not ever trying to experience something similar to what other influencers have had to experience. And so I want to show parts of my home, but honestly, I have made a lot of changes, and there are still a lot of changes happening. So I think what I might do is kind of show room by room and show the befores and afters of all the changes that we did. Like, we've changed a lot. We've painted all the walls, we've changed hardware, we've changed chandeliers, we've changed wall sconces, complete layouts of the room, furniture, and just the way that it looked before versus now, and showing how big of a difference all the changes that we've made can make on a space. Those things excite me, so I might do something like that. And yeah, just try and show you as much as I can in the safest way possible. I really am trying to shift into like home, lifestyle, self-care type of things, because that's what I enjoy. That's the content I love seeing. I do love fashion, so I'm going to continue to do that, but you might not see as much just stagnant try-on hauls from me, because listen, I've been doing it for so long that I kind of just want to dabble into something new. So I might trickle it into vlogs and things, and especially on TikTok or on Instagram Reels, you'll see fashion content. But on YouTube, I really want to showcase my personality more. I feel like that's what makes me happy. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And hopefully you guys are into it. But you will see pieces of my home. I'm waiting for furniture. The furniture delays because of the pandemic, and everything is insane, y'all. I am going to be waiting until August for one of the pieces that I ordered yesterday. So that's what, about a 6-7 month wait. It's insane, but it'll be worth it. It's just like, I want to showcase my home when it's like all put together and finalized, but do I want to wait that long to show you parts of it? No, I really don't. Plus, I want to be vlogging, so you're gonna see parts of my home from me vlogging. But when I do like a reveal, I want it to look nice and put together, of course. But maybe I'll do like an empty home tour incorporated into a vlog, so you kind of see how it is now, not all put together, and then you'll see the full put together later on. Let me know what you want. If you want to see how it is now, and just take it as it is, and then I'll show you when everything is in the rooms and coordinated and in their spot and all the decor is up and put together, I'll show you that as well. So one of my most asked questions, and this was asked in the stories that I did, is how to get into plus size modeling. And let me give you the tea on this, y'all. The tea about getting into the modeling industry and plus size modeling in general is there's no right answer. Like, there's so many ways that you can do it, but the reality is, like, you need to be serious about it if you want to get into it. First of all, you need to take digitals. And if you don't know what digitals are, you could actually look up some YouTube videos on what digitals are and what to wear and how to take them. I have a YouTube video I've already made in the past about how I became a plus size model, but my journey is not going to be the same as everyone else's. And just like other people's journeys have not been the way that I've gotten into it. But I will say that you don't necessarily need to be signed to a modeling agency to be a model nowadays, especially with the boom of social media and TikTok. A lot of brands are booking content creators and public figures on social media to work as models in their campaigns, because they know that these people are influencers that have an audience, that because their favorite influencer is in the campaign itself, they are going to sell product. Whatever it is that they are modeling or marketing, this influencer is going to sell product solely for being a part of the campaign. That is not how it works for every company. There are a lot of traditional companies and traditional modeling jobs where that will never be the case. But for like big campaigns or social media campaigns, I bet you're going to see a lot more influencers and public figures being used in the future. That's not to say that traditional models there isn't a need for, because there is. And I say traditional models as in signed to an agency models or runway models. You don't see a lot of curved runway models, which is also a problem. Normally, they're going to be in New York if they are. I need to focus for my brows real quick. I'm using the Refi brow pencil. This is a brand new one, so it's so crisp. Oh, I went too far down. Oh, look at those lines. At the end of the day, the top tips I'm going to give you are: post on social media. What brands do you want to work for? What brands do you envision yourself realistically being booked by? And look at their social media content and post similar content, still in your own, je ne sais quoi, but post similar content, maybe similar lighting, similar backgrounds, not busy backgrounds, or it just depends on the company you want to work for. And see if they have any specific hashtags that they use to notice talent or notice people on social media to repost their images, and try to create a relationship with this brand and start to see if you can work with them socially, maybe product in exchange for posts, or even if you can get paid to post for them and make fashion content. And this is at least going to get you visible by them, and then you can shoot your shot and say, actually, I am a model. I would love to come in and work for you, maybe a campaign or some e-com, or just even ask if you could just come in for a casting. And a lot of times like that can work if they like you, or sometimes you don't even have to shoot your shot. They will come to you directly and say, we want to book you for this job. A lot of times you can just have a social media manager. If you are a content creator already and you have a manager, you can actually ask your manager, any brands that you work with, to ask if they can speak to someone in the casting department, or if they can get you in for a casting or a go see. Yeah, if you want to try and sign to an agency, you need to take some digitals. So in some skinny tight jeans and maybe a tight cropped tank top or a bodysuit, form fitted. Things need to be tight to your body because they want to see your body. And clean makeup or no makeup at all, and your natural hair, and then maybe do like styled soft waves is what I would recommend. But you really want to do like literally very minimal makeup. Like what I'm wearing right now is too much makeup. You need like just maybe brush your brows a little bit, maybe a little bit of concealer or a little bit of like BB cream and some lip gloss, and you're good. Very minimal makeup or just no makeup at all. Send them in to as many agencies as possible. You can go to the agency's website. You can try to DM the agency on social media to get recognized. You can email the agency. I'm sure they have an email. You can try and find the scouts or agents for the agency and try to message them or email them. Email is more professional, but if you are on social media and you have a great Instagram feed showcasing that you can work with companies or work with brands, or you have a great profile showcasing, you know how to pose, you know how to wear fashionable outfits, things like that, they might see your DM and might want to bring you in. So an Instagram DM and emailing is actually how I was noticed by my first agency and how I was able to get in and get signed with them. And then the second time around, I had a friend that was signed to the agency and gave me a contact and a connection, and I started emailing with the agency and met with them. And that's how it works. Now I am unsigned, and since the point of being unsigned, I have worked more jobs as a model than I ever have before. And I have an amazing manager that is able to negotiate any modeling deals for me, and she's amazing. But yeah, you don't need to be signed to work as a model. I would say just keep growing on social media, post your TikToks, post on Instagram, and post content that you think a brand would repost. And hopefully that can get you recognized by the brand, and you can establish a relationship. And from there, you can try to shoot your shot to go in for a casting or book a campaign. Okay, so the next question I got asked is, do I ever take the hate to heart? How do I get past it? And I will say, in the past, like when I was younger and when I was newer into this environment, it was very hard to kind of be thrusted onto the internet and receive the amount of hate that I did, that I had never received before, because there's just so many more eyes on you, people who don't know you, they know nothing about you, and they just make assumptions. And at the end of the day, well, back then I was very much more like clap back. I would go off, like I would pop off. And over time, it's really kind of gotten to the point where, first of all, I just don't have the time to be doing that anymore. It's not my journey anymore. You know, I want to be just a little bit more calm on social media, a little bit just more grown and mature and handle things differently. But at the same time, I will, you know, clap back occasionally. There are times where I will. And oftentimes the times that I clap back is when I see a moment where I can actually provide education. I love a good educational clap back where it's like you kind of kill them with kindness and let them know like they just sound uneducated or misinformed or just not smart. And I just love to kind of clap back in an educational way. Like, and at the end of the day, a lot of people that hate on you really have personal insecurities that they're projecting onto you, or they just don't know better. Like a lot of times it's young kids who I'm sure years later on in life will regret the way that they acted on social media or the way they treated women, because honestly, it is a lot of boys. I don't get a lot of hate from other women, but if I do, I feel like it's because they're projecting their own insecurities onto me, or they think that they're better than me solely because of my size or how I look, which is such a sad way of looking at life and at other people in general. I can't relate to it, so I'm not even gonna waste time being upset by it, if that makes sense. My lashes are getting longer. So the next question, and one of my favorite questions, is what do you think 15-year-old Brie would think of herself now? And I know a lot of people say this, a lot of people. 15-year-old me could have never imagined the life I'm living now. Like, I genuinely mean 15-year-old me could have never imagined. I maybe dreamed about it, but I never imagined it could actually be tangible, attainable for me. So even 21-year-old me could have never imagined this. I was in school, in college, and I did graduate college to basically go into like PR and marketing for a corporation. I thought I was going to be working a desk job, a 9-to-5, and kind of live out a quote unquote normal life. And if that's your life, listen, it's not normal. That's still an accomplishment. And I'm sure you have passions and things outside of your job. You do not need to be defined by your job. But it really is crazy to think that who I am, my personality, or my creativity and my content that I create, or my body, the way I carry myself, the way I speak, and my mindset has garnered me the life that I live now. Like the income that I have, it's my job, which is kind of overwhelming at times, because sometimes it's like, well, what if I am not in a great mood today and I don't want to be the normal self that you see me posting online, and I don't want to be in a bad mood online, but I have things and tasks that I need to do and I need to get them done. So I kind of have to be an actress for the day. And sometimes it's overwhelming, but a lot of times the real me is the real me. I'm not acting. I'm giving it to you as it comes straight from my brain. And it's really amazing that people just like me or are inspired by me or think I'm beautiful. I never grew up like thinking I was beautiful. I was actually deeply insecure. I constantly tried to like morph myself into other people because I really looked up to them and was like, wow, they're so beautiful. Like, how can I look like them? How can I be like that? I didn't see anyone around that looked like me. I was like not white enough for the white people, but I wasn't Hispanic enough for the Hispanics. So I was just kind of like, where do I fit in here? And I feel like through the internet, I found somewhere that I fit in. and it still doesn't feel real sometimes. Sometimes I have like these moments where I'm like, wow, I have imposter syndrome. Like, I don't believe that I have accomplished the things that I've accomplished. And a lot of people would try to attribute some of my success to my partner, because obviously he loves me and supports me. And when I said I want to do YouTube, I want to do social media, he did everything in his power to help me do that, as a partner would. And a lot of people would try to say like, I'm a clout chaser or whatever. I mean, clearly that's not what it is. But I also pride myself in the fact that although I may have had help from my partner starting out in his fan base, in reality, like, I have really taken the time to nourish my own community and create a community for myself and have my own fans. I hate that word. I don't know what to call you guys. My own, like, people that, our own community, people that follow me for me, not for my partner. And I love that. And it's just crazy to be where I'm at. I actually bought a new car on the 31st of December. So the last day of the year, I bought a new car. And this car is a very expensive car. I could have never imagined that I would buy a car like that for myself. And, I didn't show it at the dealership. I was with Chris, my husband. And, I was just like, wow. I turned to him, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, what are our lives? Like, look at our lives. This is insane that we're able to do this. We had just moved into our home on the 30th, and the 31st, we were still in the process of moving it. We had movers moving stuff into our home, and we left as soon as the movers finished. We didn't even start unpacking, and we just went straight to the dealership. And I was like, wow, like, we just got back from a trip with some of our friends to Big Bear. We've done all the things. We got engaged, we got married, we've done so much. December was a really, really, really busy year, work month for me as far as work goes. I was close to a mental breakdown, I'm not gonna lie. And then we moved, and then I went and got the new car. And then we went to Cabo. It was like so much happening. Sometimes I feel like there's so much happening that I don't actually get to take moments in and really sit back and reflect on how far I've come, how far we've come. But that day that I got the car, Chris didn't drive back with me because we drove to the dealership in his car. And then I bought the car and drove it off the lot. So I was by myself, and I pulled over. And I'm gonna get emotional right now. I'm not gonna cry, but I pulled over and I had a moment. Ooh, the tears are creeping up. I'm not gonna cry though. I can't remove the makeup. But I did have a moment where I did cry, because I was just like, the amount of things that have happened, like the childhood that I had, I'm so grateful to have had it, because it made me who I am, and I'm a very strong woman, I think, because of it. And I really appreciate everything that I have, or the things that I buy for myself. I do it because I didn't have anything growing up. My mother gave me as much as she could, but the reality is she was a single parent raising 3 children on one income, and she could not do more. And now I'm in the financial capacity to do stuff for her, to do stuff for my family, to do stuff for myself, to do stuff for others. And to do something like that, the amount of money that it was, like, I cried because I was like, wow, again, I'm just a girl from a trailer park, like a trailer park. I grew up in a trailer in poverty, and I could have just never imagined the life that I live now. I couldn't. I really couldn't. I could have dreamed about it, but I never thought I would be living it. And also to know that I'm not just living it off of another person. I'm not living off of my man. Like, I bring in my own money, and I make money, a lot of it from myself and my job and my work and my career. And I bought that car like with my money. And a lot of these things you see around, like, I've put into it or I've bought it. And I'm not saying that to be like, hold it over anyone's head, like, oh, like, I can afford this and you can, or whatever. But it's just astonishing to me that I can make the money that I make and I can afford to buy these things. Like, it's insane. I never thought I would be able to. So I genuinely appreciate anyone who's watching this because you're supporting me, you're allowing me to be in the position to make the money I make. And I genuinely I have good intentions. I want to do good. There's so much I have planned for this year to give back to the community, especially curve women. And I'm just excited to do it all. But yeah, the car moment was a selfish moment for me to upgrade my car. I felt like I deserved it. I think I do. And yeah, it was just crazy. 15-year-old Brie could have never imagined the life I live. And on that note, I'm going to not get emotional. I'm going to do my hair real quick and I will come back. All right, you guys, I did my hair. I just added some big waves to my natural hair. I love it. It's very voluminous. I love that. We have a very natural makeup look going on. And I love it. I think it actually looks really good and it's perfect for the content that I'm about to make. I'm kind of going for cutesy vibes, so this is perfect. This is the curling wand that I use. It's from Kristen S. and I bought it at Target. I don't know which size barrel it is. I think maybe an inch, maybe bigger than an inch. I don't know. I love it for the big curls. I think it looks so good. And now I want to show you some new skim stuff I got. So if you all wanted to see that part of the video, it's coming right now. Let's try on some skims. Okay, it's very echoey. I'm so sorry, but I ordered some pieces from the new Skims drop. This is she dropped a new collection that was kind of sweats, sweatpants and matching tops. So I'm all for that. I've been on the hunt for some loose sweat joggers that look cute, a matching set that are actually oversized. It's so hard for me to find jogger sweatpants that are actually oversized. So the first little set I got is just the black tee. Very comfy. I love this material from Skims, and this is kind of a washed looking black. You can see it in comparison to my pants. It's not a true black. The only commentary that's negative that I have is it doesn't necessarily match. The blacks don't match. This one kind of has a greenish tint to it, and this one has it looks like a very dark gray. So that's a little upsetting because if you want to wear them as a set together, which is kind of why I bought them, the blacks don't match, baby. So it's a little off-putting, but it's fine. We're gonna work with it. I am normally a 1X in Skims bottoms. I normally get a 2X for a little extra room. These ones, I got a 4X. Yes, a 4X because I wanted them to fit large. So you can see right there, 4X. So this is how they look before I'm actually drawing the waistband. It's nice that it does have a waistband because then I can actually tighten it. But as you can see, they are loose on me on the legs and stuff, but they're really not that loose. Let's try on the top with it. The top I got in a size extra large. I normally get extra large in the tops. Cute, but it does, you can tell that it's not the same color. It's bothering me. Come on, Kimmy, what is this? But it's cute. It's cute, I'll give it that. You guys, I'm obsessed. This one hits. This is the gray color. Again, I'm wearing the bottoms in a 4X. And I actually might take them to my tailor and just get the waist taken in a smidgen. And I think that will help just keep them up because the drawstring is doing it, but not to the extent I would like. But I definitely love the little crop sweatshirt pair. And these colors actually match, thank the Lord. But this is really cute to me. This with some little slides or some sneakers is exactly the look I was trying to go for. You know, we're running errands, but we're put together. We look cute. I also, as a bigger girl, I love high-waisted with a cropped top. It's just more flattering to my body. On days where I kind of like want to still look cute, but be comfy, baggy sweats with a cropped top accentuates my little waist. You know, booty's still there. You see it? You see it? But the legs are baggy. I'm tired of super tight joggers. I don't know. So cute. I really like this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And let me know what you think about the finished look. Now you can really see it. I added on some Fenty lip gloss, the new Fenty Heat, the one that comes in the Savage X Fenty collab. It's really cute. I didn't even put lip liner on. It's just that. And I think it's perfect for like a no lip liner, no makeup look. Here's a little sneak peek of my bathroom, y'all. Don't mind the other Skims outfit on the floor. You want a sneak peek of the closet? Ooh, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. And then, I don't know, do you want a sneak peek of this part of my backyard? Do I do it? Should I give you the sneak? No, I don't know if you guys want it. I don't know if you want it. Hi, baby, you sleeping? What you doing? You sleeping? Ooh. I don't know. I got palm trees. Y'all know how much I love palm trees. We got some palm trees. Please disregard the leaves in my pool, okay? There's a little area back there. Nothing is like set up yet or finished, but I'll give you a little sneakity peekity. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I just love the palm trees. Here's another little sneak peek. Ooh. And another little sneak peek. This room is just mine. It's like my office little room here at the house, but I still have an office. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I don't want to give away too much, but let me know if you have any more questions you want to ask me, or if you want to see anything else from me. If you have any more questions about like the marriage, the new car, the new house, I'm gonna keep you up to date in future vlogs and actually do like vlogs. So hopefully you're excited for that. Shout out to Malin and Goetz for sponsoring this video and keeping your girl hydrated. I'm still moisturized and hydrated from like 4 hours ago. So you need the products. I'm gonna link them down below for you. Make sure you check them out. I'm telling you, the body moisturizer, the lotion, you need. So I'm gonna link everything down below for you. Even the Skim stuff I tried on, I'll just link everything that I kind of showed if I can find the links for them. Shout out to you guys for just elevating my life, making me a better person, and inspiring me to be great every single day. I appreciate you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me some comments on what you want to see from me. It's a new Brie, Miss Obaseki. Obaseki. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!